Have you ever wondered why bad habits are so hard to break? Understanding the psychology behind bad habits is the first step towards conquering them. In this video, we will explore the science behind why we develop and maintain bad habits and how we can use this knowledge to break free from them. According to Charles Duhigg, author of The Power of Habit, every habit begins with a psychological pattern called as the habit loop. The habit loop is a three-part process consisting of the cue, the routine, and the reward. Let's break them down. The first is the cue. This is the trigger that reminds you to perform the habit. It can be anything from stress, boredom, anxiety, social situations to a specific time of the day. Cues initiate the craving or the automatic response of your brain. This is followed by the routine, which is the behavior or action that follows the cue. This is the habitual behavior itself, whether it is smoking, overeating, or mindlessly checking your phone. The third part of the habit loop is the reward. The reward is what your brain receives as a result of the routine or performing the habit. It's the feeling of satisfaction, relaxation, or pleasure that reinforces the habit loop. Your brain craves this reward. And this brings us to the key player in this habit loop, dopamine and reinforcement. Bad habits are hard to break because they're often wired into our brains. When we engage in a bad habit, our brains release dopamine, a neurotransmitter that makes us feel good but also promotes cravings. Over time, your brain associates the cue and the routine or the habit with the dopamine rush, thereby reinforcing the habit. Let us consider the example of addiction to social media. The cue or trigger could be boredom or even stress, which in turn drives you to act on your habitual behavior, which is picking up your mobile phone and scrolling social media. The reward or payoff you get is the number of likes, comments, or engagement on your social media post or photo. This results in a dopamine rush of feeling good, which leads to more craving and thereby reinforcing the behavior. Repetition and reinforcement lead to habituation. The habit becomes automatic and you engage in it without conscious thought. This is why bad habits are so difficult to break. Additionally, bad habits can also be difficult to break because they are often associated with strong emotions. For example, we may smoke cigarettes to cope with stress or anxiety, or we may overeat when we are feeling sad or lonely. Breaking bad habits involves interrupting the habit loop. It begins with recognizing the cue and consciously choosing a different routine that provides a similar reward but is healthier and aligned with your goals. Stay tuned for our upcoming video where we will be exploring 7 highly effective tips to help you conquer your bad habits. If you found this video useful, please like, subscribe, and share. Leave a comment below with your thoughts or experiences in breaking bad habits. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more empowering content.